All right, guys, today you're going to get a recap of the top 48 cards that sold last night on the Fanatics weekly auction number 148. This auction ended November 17th with some extended furious bidding. You're going to see some interesting results. We've got an unusual suspect at the top. It's not Jordan. It's not Kobe. It's not Star. It's not 1986 Fleer. It's not LeBron. It's not Steph. It's a young fella who's trying to make his way back into the NBA and get some things done this year. If you haven't figured it out by now, stay tuned till the end of the video and you'll find out. We're also going to pay close attention. Normally I have to get through these really quick, but we're going to pay close attention. A lot of these cards that sold last night were unpaid items that had just sold on Fanatics Collect Weekly. So if a card goes, it doesn't get paid, it gets relisted. We're going to see a couple of examples of that as well. So make sure you eliminate those sales from your trusted comps, because a lot of these cards are selling for less than their last unpaid sale. So pay close attention to that. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code CAJUN, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with your Fanatics Collect weekly recap. Let's get cranking. 48 cards to get through. You know I talk fast, but it still takes a bit. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into card ladder with two cards in the bottom row. This is card number 48, highest sold card last night. It's a high eye appeal, 1985 Star, last 11 Rookie of the Year is Michael Jordan. It's a PSA 7. This is what people were in love with about 60 days ago. Let's check in on the card. It sold last night for $2,190, and keep in mind it did have an eye appeal sticker. There's the card right there. Great looking image of young Jordan. So jealous of those triceps. The card sold for $21.90. That is down from $25.25, down from $22.02, down from $28.50, down from $27.00, down from $23.50, down from $23.32, down from $23.24. You've got to go all the way back to July 17th, 4 months ago, when this card sold for less than it sold for last night. This is not a high pop card. It's a pop 35 in PSA 7. Not a great result there for the Star cards. They are coming back to a saturation point. Downtown, studio downtown from way back in 2016. This is Steph Curry. I don't know if this is the first year of downtown, but it's got to be damn close, because Panini Studio is not even made anymore, and I think this was a way to try to get people to buy the product. Really does look like a little childish drawing here. This is not a very good downtown drawing, but I know it's a rare card. $23.40 last night for that card for a BGS 9.5 mixed gem. Let's look at the one that started it all, the 1993 Ultra Scoring Kings Michael Jordan PSA 9, one of Jordan's foundational inserts from his early years, 92, 93, sort of those, you know, that incubator stage where Jordan inserts just started to catch fire. This 93 Ultra Scoring Kings does $27.60. I've got it pulled up. There's the card right there. It's a pop 360, so not a rare card in PSA 9 condition, but look at this sale. This sale, I normally don't look at PSA 9s and 8s because usually there's not too much movement up or down, but I thought best to show you this. This is probably the second or third highest of the last 68 sales over the last 2 years. So maybe people are perceiving the PSA 10s as running too far. I'm not going to chase that PSA 10 premium. I'll settle for the PSA 9. Maybe I don't trust BGS. I don't know the future of BGS, and people have jumped on the PSA 9. But look at this jump from 21.22 to 23.58 7 days ago, all the way up to 27.60. And again, maybe it's an exceptional copy. I don't know. You guys got to go look at it yourself. It does look to be a PSA new label, but that's a really big jump for the PSA 9 Scoring Kings. That is a card, by the way, in PSA 9 that is up 45% with a lot of sample size here. 45.65% up with this sale last night. It was up even before that. It was up even before that. But it's way up with last night's pretty strong sale of $2,760. Next, we got a Kobe Bryant scoreboard. We see these occasionally. They're serial numbered to an arbitrary 390, but they're hand serial numbered the way God intended it, and they're really cool looking cards. Scoreboard was a company that came out, chased the dollar. This is an authentic but a 10 for the autograph. That card does $27.60. A 4.5 Jordan does $28.80, slightly off center. And then a Steph Curry raw, but it is a BGS RCR. So it's got that raw card review where BGS is saying that it will grade an 8.5 with a 10 for the autograph. And this is a 2009 Crown Royale Steph Curry rookie autograph. It is die cut. I don't know about Crown Royale. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But this one does 3,000 raw. Somebody's thinking to grade that thing. Let's look at the first hierarchy card in a PSA 10. It's the Hardcourt Heroics. I've always loved this card. I've always felt this card was undervalued. The card last night does 3,360 in a PSA 10 slab. There's your card right there. It doesn't get any better. It's foil everywhere. Tough to grade. Tough to grade. Let's look at the pop. It's a pop 36, not rare. There's been 1,000 graded, over 1,000 graded, 1147 total, but it's got a 3.57% combined gem rate. Yeah, folks, that's 3.5 out of 100 that grade PSA 10 due to the aforementioned foil. And the back of the card makes it tough as well. 36 PSA 10s, you know that's going to bring a big dollar. Here it is. It sold for $33.60, but here's what I alluded to in the introduction. You got to pay close attention because really we're gauging from this $34.94 sale because this $4,800 sale, look at the certification number, 7274. Look at the certification number, 7274, same card. So it looks like it was listed on October 27, 2024, did not get paid by the buyer, went back and got listed again, sold for $3,360. And guys, now's a good time for me to remind you all, if you're thinking about selling your cards on this platform, Fanatics Collect Weekly, Fanatics Collect Premier Auctions, if you've got a whale of a card, consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. It is the primary way that I get compensated for the product that I produce for you, the most consistent content in the basketball card hobby. This is kind of how I get paid. So it's no skin off your back, doesn't cost you any money, but a little sprinkling of the Fanatics money will come back to support the Cajun Cardboard channel when you submit your cards. And God, it is so easy to submit your cards. You can search on my channel for a tutorial video on how to do that. But if you do submit your cards, just put the promo code Cajun in there. I'd be most appreciative. Moving on. BCCG, remember that? I don't. No, I'm just kidding. I do. It is a 1985 Star Gatorade BCCG 10 Slam Dunk. It does 3,600 in the Nakobe Dual Patch Auto, serial number to 25 in a snap-down case. It says CGC Authentic, but I think this is one of those rules where if it's in the original, I don't even know what's going on here. Somebody needs to comment below. I feel like that's not an original. That's just a mag. Somebody should have put a CGC thing on this. Well, let's just click and see. Maybe they put it on the back or something. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so they did examine it. So CGC did certify it authentic on the back. So they just don't take it out of that mag case. They just leave it in there. And whoa, did we completely lose where we were. That's one thing that's been bothering me about the tech lately. So be careful going in and out. Okay, that's what 2023 Victor Wembanyama Prism Fast Break, purple Fast Break, serial number to 75, does 37.20. Let's look up the Adream. This is Akeem Olajuwon's only true rookie card. You can say what you want about Star. You never hear people arguing that that's his rookie card. For whatever reason, they argue that the Jordan is, but I never hear it with the Olajuwon, but I'm sure I don't listen closely enough. This is an old label, PSA 10 Olajuwon rookie. It's noticeably, I can tell even in this little image, it's off center left or right for sure, but it does 3,840 last night. Where is that in the grand scheme of things? It's a pop 351 all time. Look at the gem percentage, guys, 2.9% with PSA. Yikes. This card is on a very noticeable trend downward. We know where it had been, right, way back in 2020 when, I think this card sold for $14,000, believe it or not. Now, it's back at $3,840. That is a minus 22%, not growth rate, but drop rate over the last 2 years, guys. So maybe the time is now to buy back into 86 Fleer. Maybe we're still finding the saturation point. Hell, even over the last year, it looks like it's still coming down pretty strong. Down 20% over the last year. Over the last 6 months, down 21%. So maybe we sit and we wait. Maybe we wait for the Olajuwon to dip below 3,000. What do you guys think in the comments? Where do you stand on maybe the most collected basketball card set of all time, the 1986 Fleer? Let me know in the comments. 2002 Upper Deck Sweet Shots. Or sweet, I guess it's upper deck. Yeah, upper deck sweet shots. Kobe Bryant patch auto. BGS 10 makes it a pop 2, 3,960. We got a Jordan BGS 7 that does 4,200. We got a pair of one Scottie Pippen Jr. Somebody out there just dropped 8,500 combined dollars on Scottie Pippen Jr. one rookie cards from Prism. I will say this, they're both PSA 9s. These are the biggest of the big. These are the two, I guess these are the two biggest Prism for sure, non-RPA Scottie Pippen Jr. cards in the world. And this kid just recently got a triple-double. He's been doing some serious work while Ja Morant is out and in and out and in and out. We've got a 2014 Prism Variation Gold Pulsar Joel Embiid BGS 10. This card did 4,320. The only thing I can possibly say about this is the hobby is down on Joel Embiid. They're sick of his antics. They're sick of his playing, not playing, not playing, stealing an MVP when he didn't deserve it, then not playing, never playing 65 games. If you go look at his total games played, they're putting him in the same category with Kawhi Leonard. They're putting him in the same category with LaMelo Ball. Guys you cannot trust, guys who they do not want to collect. Maybe when he retires, his perception in the hobby will improve, but right now, look, a gold serial number to 10 Joel Embiid BGS 10 Pop 2 just sold for 4,320. That is less than 2 Scottie Pippen Jr. cards, for God's sakes, for a first ballot Hall of Famer NBA MVP. I guess the thing to note is that Joel Embiid has the same number of titles as Scottie Pippen Jr. and 6 less than Scottie Pippen Sr. 2013 Prism Green Giannis PSA 10 old label does 4,680. I can already tell you without looking at the graph, this is not going to be pretty. So hide your women and children, minus 55% over the last 2 years. Maybe the Bucks, 4-9 record is not setting the world on fire, but this is not Giannis's fault. He is absolutely killing kids out there. It's just not enough. He's surrounded by a bunch of fossils and the ghost of Damian Lillard. That's a Pop 39 card. It's a color match. It's when green really was rare. Look at this, people. There's only been 184 ever graded, and this is a Pop 39. It's just not doing much, and it's at 46.80. It does, however, look to have maybe stabilized a little bit over the last 3 sales, so maybe this is the floor if you're a believer. How about this? What's going to happen to that card? And I'm sorry, I'm not going to go out and buy one. I'm not telling you to go out and buy one, but where does this PSA 10 green go if Giannis gets traded to, I don't know, let's say the Mavericks, or maybe a team like that somewhere in the West, or maybe another team in the East? Where does this card go? It's not going to be at 46.80 for long. I'll just say that. And again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it is, but I know one thing. He's not going to sit around and wait for these idiots to fix this situation, because it is an unfixable situation in Milwaukee right now. And I say that as one of the biggest Bucks fans in the world. It is ugly. It is hard to watch. And, it's a shame because Giannis is still putting up historic numbers, Hall of Fame MVP type numbers right now. BGS 8 Jordan does 4,800. We've got the famous Kobe being guarded by LeBron, BGS 9.5. This is the X-Fractor serial number to 288. This BGS 9.5 does 4,800. I do believe this card will go down as an iconic card. I think it's an important card. Steph Curry, Revolution Showstoppers, Galactic. Galactics are rare. Galactics are case hits. I don't think people truly realize how rare they are, and part of it is that people just don't really dig Revolution. I love Revolution. I have open boxes of Revolution. I think it's a great product. I think it's a cool paper product with an asterisk. It's got some really cool features to it with the foil. But this is the Galactic, which is what people do chase when they open Revolution. This BGS 9.5 Steph does 4,800. What about the Red Power Rimby? You're going to have to believe me. This is right on the number. Nothing crazy up or down. Serial number to 75. Pretty ugly. It's just a red starburst, but they call it Red Power for whatever reason. Sounds like a communist card to me. Red Power. 2019 Panini Mosaic Gold Snakeskin LeBron James, and this is one hell of a color match right here. Serial numbered jersey number 6 out of 8. But is it? Because he's wearing jersey number 23. So Fanatics, nice try, but I caught you on this one. It's got to be the jersey that he's wearing in the picture, and that is not number 23. It's not number 23 out of 8. It's number 6 out of 8, but nice try. Why is it in an SGC 8.5 slab? Somebody in the comments, please let me know who is responsible for this. Let's find them. Let's hunt them down. 1996 Finest Refractor Jordan, serial number to 291, no coating. This is a good looking PSA 9, by the way. It looks like somebody got robbed on this one. Great looking card, good looking color, great looking centering, which is always the issue. This PSA 9 did 5,280. I can't remember if no, I didn't look this one up. I think it was right on the number for 5,280. LeBron SPX, serial number to 750. BGS 9 does 5,400. And that is it for page 2. So we're moving on to card number 24, and it is, again, your friend Steph Curry. This is his 2009 Panini Classics, whatever that means. Serial number to 499, autograph, BGS 9.5 Min Gem. This card does 5,400. And then what do you know? Good old Cajun Cardboard gets back into the action. I decided to upgrade my game breakers to a PSA 10. This is the 97 Fleer Rodman Jordan Game Breakers PSA 10, and I picked it up for a cool $6,000 with the buyer's premium. Where is the card? There it is right there. Love the card. Love the pop, by the way. Here is your pop. Pop 22 out of 225 total graded. I don't think people realize those are a little more rare. Even the print run is a little bit lower than people realize. Happy to pick up the PSA 10 copy. I very rarely recently have been paying the PSA 10 idiot tax, the PSA 10 tax, but I decided to do it, and let me show you why. This is certification number 331. Look at the last sale, 6,600. That was the same card. So somebody won this for $6,600 on October 7th, and they did not pay it. The last sale before that, 021. The last sale before that, 919. So these look to be legitimate sales. The card hit 7,200, and it's a PSA 10. That was in July. It came to 6,600. I picked it up last night for 6,000. I feel good. That's 20% less than the 7,200, if my math is correct. No, that might not be right. Well, maybe that is right. I don't know. Something like that. 20%, 18%. I don't know. But from a 7,200 peak back here to 6,000, I figured this may be my only chance to pick it up. I grabbed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's been few and far between where I've been a part of any of these auctions recently. I've been trying. I'm just not willing to pay that exorbitant premium. So I've been picking up some 8s and the 9s, and you won't see me in these videos because we're only looking at the top 48 cards. So I've been scooping up some hierarchy Jordans in 9s, BGS 9.5s, things like that, even doing some private deals. But you have not seen me rear my ugly head on any of these Fanatics Collect top 48 recaps on Monday mornings very much lately because I'm just not willing to pay that premium. But this one seems to have dropped well back to 6,000, so I'm happy to take it at that price. Next to it, 8.5 Jordan comes for 6,000. That's a pop 8 billion. 2009 Exquisite Steph, we see it all the time, 6,000. I didn't know this existed. I didn't know there was just a plain white, right? It's sort of racist. The black is a 1 of 1. The white is serial number to 175. That's racist. I'm just kidding. The white, which I've never heard of. I heard of white sparkle. I've just never heard of the white parallel. I like it. This is new to me. Again, I don't collect ultramodern, so don't shoot the messenger. Serial number to 175. This PSA 10 does 6,300. I think I looked this bad boy up. Did I not? Yeah, I did. There it is. I think it's a great looking card, and you can, if you squint hard enough, it's a color match. 6,300 is actually up. So in the midst of all of the Wembanyama cards going down, this card might have been the benefactor of Wembanyama dropping 50 points the other day and then having another great game behind it. I think I read somewhere, right, his issue is he has not been shooting the 3-ball well. Well, I have read, I thought, in the last 3 games, he's made 23s. This is a 7'5" kid who's 20 years old who made 23-pointers in the last 3 games. Now, that's probably a few too many threes being taken for somebody who's 7.5 feet tall, in my personal opinion. Maybe a little bit more of a balance, but if you're hot, you're hot, and 23s in 3 games is a lot for anybody. Even for Steph Curry, that's a big number. That's a 6.66 repeating threes per game. So that card did really well last night. Maybe on, again, springboarded by his monster game the other day. Somebody got a little carried away, put in a mega bid, and that's what happened. 2020 Flawless Tyrese Maxey, who's been out forever. Trust me, I know. He's on my fantasy team. He was crushing, not shooting a great percentage, but putting up crazy numbers while Embiid was out, while Paul George was out. Well, now he's out, and now the Sixers suck ass because nobody's playing. Embiid will play every once in a while whenever he feels like it, of course. 2020 Flawless Prime Materials Maxey Patch Auto. Great looking card here. It is a rookie. It is a patch. It is an auto. It is a 10. They didn't grade the autograph for whatever reason. It's a pop 3. Does $6,300. 8.5 Jordan does $6,300. And then we've got a really, this has got to be the first year. 2013 Panini Innovation Kaboom. This is as cartoony gets. It's the Kobe Bryant. It's a min gem, but it does $6,900. Guys, we're about to look up 3 Kobe Bryant cards in a row. Don't tell me I don't give Kobe Bryant love. First, the 2013 Innovation Kaboom. Here it is, Pop 61. And this card does $6,900. Look at this over the last 2 years. This card is up 85% over the last 2 years. Now, before you get excited and say, Cajun, ring the bell, Cajun, ring the bell. No, it's not an all-time record. Why? Because we still know, and we talk about this almost every week, Kobe is not Jordan. Kobe wanted to be Jordan. He's not Jordan. Jordan cards have eclipsed 2021 prices in many situations. Not all, but many, depending on the card, depending on the pop. This Kobe Pop 61 Kaboom has not surpassed 2021 prices because it sold for $15,000. So last night's sale, albeit fantastic, was still half of what the card sold for in crazy 2021. So keep that in mind. Kobe card number 2, and here, I'll be quite honest with you, I would rather this Intimidation Nation PSA 10 Kobe than 10 of these cartoon cards right next to it that my son drew. This is a Pop 11, so it's about 1/6 of the pop, 1/5.5 of the pop. It is the Intimidation Nation. It comes from 98 Skybox Premium. It is iconic. It is epic. It is a hierarchy tier 2 card. It is an absolute whale monster card, and it sold for $6,900, the same price as Cartoon City. Let's look at the card. There's the Intimidation Nation. Like I said, Pop 11. There's only been 158 ever graded. It's got 11% gem rate. It's just a big time card. And guess what? It's on the downside. Whoever bought this card last night has to feel really, really, really good about that. This card has been as high as $9,000. Last night's sale coming back to $6,900. I think was a very good pickup if you are a Kobe collector and you're okay with holding a card for a bit, right? Let's hold it for a minute. Let's not go try to flip the card. Let's hold the card. I think that was a great pickup last night. Speaking of great pickups, at almost the exact same price, this would be the second card that I would choose out of those 3 cards. The 98 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor Kobe. It's gold, cracked ice looking. Of course, it's just called Atomic. Normally, Atomic, we get the grid pattern in the background, but this Atomic is that gold cracked ice in the background. Serial number to 100, Pop 14. It sold for $7,200. I've got it pulled up as well. $7,200, $7,500, $5,160, $6,000. So this is a card that twice in a row has done really well, but let's double check this. And it is a different card. So certification number, as you can see, 6649. Certification number 8877, so we can relax. This was an actual sale of $7,500. This seems to be an actual sale of $7,200, way up from the 3 sales prior. What about this particular Kobe card? Where does this compare to the highest price ever paid? It's actually not far. This was the fourth highest price ever paid for this particular Kobe Bryant PSA 10. So something to keep in mind. Not all Kobe cards are the same, right? Some were crazy in 2021, some weren't. Maybe this card just didn't have a chance to sell very many times in 2021, and that's why we don't see that giant bubble. Luka Doncic, Optic Blue Color Match Auto, serial number to 49 with Silly Face, BGS 9.5, Gem Plus right here, $7,200 for that Luka. Next to that, we got a Stadium Club Special Forces Michael Jordan PSA 10. All right, here we go. We got the hierarchy card. It's Michael Jordan. It's a PSA 10. It's an incredibly low pop, 13. I picked up the Game Breakers, which was a damn low pop card. Did not meet the last sale price. What about the Special Forces? Did this card match what the last one sold for? Let's pull it up. Here we go. $8,100 was the last sold price last night. There it is. That is way down from $10,800. In fact, that's barely higher. Well, that's higher than June 13th. But this card's on a little up and down here. It's 8.979% higher than the sale in June, but it's well below the October 1st sale of $10,830. So something to keep an eye on there. Are we seeing the PSA 10 premium sort of wane a little bit and come back to earth? I don't know. The sample size is not large enough. Stick with me these Monday morning recap videos and we'll figure it out together. And when we get a little more sample size, we can start to maybe make some sense out of this. 2023 Topps Mercury Superfractor of Victor Wembanyama. There's a million of these, 8,400. BGS 9 MJ 8700. This is a card that I did want to look up because this is a pretty rare card. It's a pop 3. It's a serial number to 50, and it's one of his first cards. Of course, it's not licensed, right? It's got his Metro, whatever, his French team deal on here. It is an autograph card. I don't know if they graded the autograph, but this BGS 9.5, here, let's look at it. No grade for the autograph. My understanding is he streaks a lot. Yeah, this one's streaking too, so that was not going to get a 10 autograph card. But this BGS 9.5 with no grade for the autograph. It is a Gem Plus, by the way. I think I just hit the wrong button. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting the wrong button. Did $8,700, and I did look this card up. There it is right there. It's only sold twice ever. It sold for $4,050, and guess what? Same exact card. So the same card was purchased, what is that? 14 months ago for $4,050, it doubled. Somebody doubled their money on Victor Wembanyama from time of release. Someone out there, please explain that to me. Is this thing going to get paid? Let's chill and let's see if this card's going to get paid or not. Because like we said, that is a pop, 3 card. There's a bunch of PSA 10s out there, but somebody doubled their money on a Victor Wembanyama card from release, which is not something I thought I had on my bingo card today. 84 star. This is Jordan first year card. There's 3 of them. There's really 4, I guess, if you count the 26 Court Kings. But this is 84 star, number 288. This is the Rookie of the Year, BGS 8. It sold for $9,000, which sounds like a lot of money. There's the card right there, and there's your chart. Down 30% over the last 6 months. Down way more than that over the last 3 months, I guess, right? Yeah, we're not going to get it in there. So on a steady decline, which is not surprising. We knew it was coming. We were seeing it happen. I told you so. BGS 9 Jordan with the eye appeal sticker does $9,900, and so here's your difference, right? You got an $8,700 BGS 9 normal. You got a $9,900 with the Fanatics eye appeal sticker, albeit the weakest of the eye appeal stickers. So part of it is the card probably does look better, and you and I would agree on that. But part of it is people like to rely on the BGS 9, on the Fanatics eye appeal stickers to aid them in their assessment of a card as well. 2022 Christian Braun, 1 of 1. So apparently people want Christian Braun more than Scottie Pippen Jr. to the tune of 2.5x. I don't think Christian Braun's any good. I mean, he's okay. He's a decent little role player. This seems like a really big freaking number. Hopefully this went to a Nuggets collector or somebody that specializes and is a PC collector of Christian Braun. I hope it was not an investor that came in here thinking Christian Braun is the next great one. $11,100 for that Braun seems like a absolutely insane, preposterously wacko number, considering we just saw a Kobe Bryant Intimidation Nation PSA 10 Pop 11 sell for much less than that. That doesn't make sense to me. 2000, but I am the old get off my lawn guy. You guys know that. Hands raised. I am that guy. 2004 SB Signature. This is the quads, and it is Kobe, Magic, LeBron, and Bird. Interesting. You know, we always see these cards where there's 4 guys on there, and 4 is usually a problem, right? Sometimes 3 can be a problem. If it's Jordan, LeBron, you're set. If it's 3, it's like, where do you go next? Do you go Magic, Bird, Kobe, Wilt, Steph Curry? I don't know where you go. 4 gets even more complicated. Even if it was 4 Lakers, where would you go with it? Would you go Kobe, Elgin Baylor? Did Wilt play with the Lakers long enough? He got a title there. I mean, what do we do, right? I love it when we see this. It makes for a great conversation. You didn't do bad on this one, okay? So you got Magic and Bird, they fit together. You got LeBron and you got Kobe, they fit together. So serial number to 15, authentic card, no grade for the autograph. It is 4 autographs. Pop 1, just 2 graded higher, $11,400. An exquisite collection, extra exquisite patch auto. LeBron, it looks to be a weak autograph here, but it's a PSA 9, and that's a big card. Exquisite is hot, and you guys know it, and that's a huge red patch. $13,800. I've seen this card from time to time. This is a BGS 9.5 copy of it. It is a patch auto if you look close enough up here in the top left. This is his 2009 SP Game Used Edition Michael Jordan patch auto BGS 9.5 mixed gem, and it does $16,200. And here we are onto our top 3. We're going to look all of them up. Don't worry. The first card is a card you should recognize if you watch my channel because we just saw this card sell. How do I know that we just saw this card sell? Because there's a print line at the top that really makes it look ugly. It sold for $16,800 last night. There's that print line. That is not what the card is supposed to look like. It is a discoloration on that top, 12, 15% of the card. It still got a PSA 10 grade, so I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how you deal with this. Normally, the issue with this card is that you see these black marks. It looks like black marks all over it because this card's foil, but it's like a foil overlay. And so you'll see these black marks, which is really just missing foil, revealing the translucent like surface underneath as you see behind him in the quick strike area. This one, however, the issue is this refractor line thingy up here at the top, or whatever you want to call it, this discoloration, I guess is what I would call it. That's personally what I would call it. But this card does $16,800, so tell us, damn it, Cajun, what does that mean? Well, here you go. I've got all sales pulled up, but here's your graph. This card is way down from $23,400, or is it? This $23,400 sale was on October 13th. That was 1 month ago, and guess what? It was the same card. The same refractor line, 6044 certification number. This one that sold last night is what? 6044. So same card that sold a month ago, sold again last night. That would lead me to believe that the card did not get paid for. Maybe they gave the buyer a little bit of extra time. I had somebody reach out to me and say, yes, don't worry, that quick strike's getting paid. I know who bought it. Well, not so fast. Unless the person who bought it decided to sell it right away and got murdered on this deal. $23,400, I'm going to remove that, I think, from the card ladder graph, and we're going to use $16,800 as the proper number. A rare card in PSA 10, graded about 544 times, 35 gems, a combined 6% gem rate. Like I said, just really tough to grade. Be careful, guys, looking at comps. You can't look at this and say, man, somebody just got a deal. They got it for $7,000 less than the last one. No, it's the same card. It probably didn't get paid. I don't have any personal knowledge. I cannot sit here and tell you that the 23-4 did not get paid. Maybe the dude bought it, immediately regretted it, and just decided, you know what, never mind, I'm out of it. And he got murdered for to the tune of $7 grand, a loss. I don't know. But if I was a gambling man and you made me bet on it, I would bet that the sale from a month ago for 23-4 did not get paid. That's just me. I don't know the answer to that. Please don't shoot the messenger. But it is a reminder. This is the third time in these auctions we've seen the same exact serial certification number on a slab sell in short succession, which usually can lead one to conclude that the card was not paid the last time it sold. Would be nice to remove all that from the card ladder graphs, from all those graphs, but you guys have to do that work yourself. You've got to pay attention. PSA 9, Michael Jordan, old label, $16,800. How is this card doing? This is sort of the card, you know, if you don't have 200 grand laying around, this is sort of the next card down. I mean, the BGS 9.5 you can get, now this doesn't sound funny, anywhere from 28,000 to 90,000 now. We don't know where that BGS 9.5 fits. It depends on the subgrades and the eye appeal. But this is a pop 3,000 card. If I wanted to buy 100 of these today, I think I could do it. Like, that would make for great content. Would that not make a great video if I was like, I'm going to buy 100? Of course, I don't have, what is that, 1.8 million laying around, nor would that be the best place to put my 1.8 million. But if I wanted to, I think I could do like a test or like a, you know, an experiment on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. I'm going to go buy 100 PSA 9 Jordans tomorrow. Yes, you could do it. And I know, Star people, you can't do that with Star. Yes, calm down. 3,027, here's the chart, up 1.67%. That's flat to me. This card did well in comparison to the last two, 16,000, 16,950, 18,300. Just kind of tuning you in. That's the last 3 months. Over the last 2 years, card's down 10%. Over the last 1 year, card looks to be up 4%. So maybe the Jordan PSA 9 is starting to kind of rebound from what was a crazy 2020, 2021 as well. And then the guy that won it all, you know, I mentioned, I alluded to it in the introduction, John Bryant. The true RPA John Morant, BGS 9 with a 10 for the autograph. Serial number 99, patch auto from National Treasures. Did $25,200. Is that good or bad? Cajun, just tell us. Pop 34 here. If we look at it, it's been graded 89 times. A lot of those are going to be cracking resubs. This BGS 9 is a Pop 34, as we talked about. This is not the sale from last night. For whatever reason, Card Ladder does not have this one in here last night. We saw it did 25.2 last night. Well, this sale was 14 days ago, so let's make sure it's not the same card. How about we do that? Well, this was the 24.2. 1182. And this is the sale from last night. It's obviously not the same because this has got an autograph grade, and this one does not have an autograph grade on the front. The autograph grade's on the back, so different card. So this was a 24.2 sale from about, what, a month ago, and then last night was a 25.2 sale, so $1,000 higher for that Ja Morant. This one, I know most people prefer to have that autograph grade on the front rather than the back, of course, for obvious reasons. It looks better, or at least it looks better in my opinion. But let me know what you think about that Ja Morant right there. Let's zoom out on this because I have a feeling this is going to get very, very ugly. Yeah, very ugly. So this card has sold for as high as 120,000 American dollars, and last night was a good sale of $25,000. So about 1/5, about a 5 for 1 if you're a Ja Morant collector out there, compared to that's 2022, believe it or not, where that card was running like wildfire. That's it, guys. That's your list. That's your Monday Fanatics Collect weekly auction recap. Weekly auction number 148. It ended last night, November 17th. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was informative and educational. I try to keep it light. I try to keep it to where you guys want to at least watch until the end. I'm doing my absolute best. If you have any suggestions on how I can do my job better for you guys, I'm doing these for you. I'm not doing them for me. Well, I'm going to go do this anyway, whether I hit record or not. I'm going to go back and see what everything sold for. After this, I'm going to get off here and go check out the Michael Jordan sales and just kind of figure out what's up. But it went Morant, Jordan, LeBron, quad, right, with all of the big names. Christian Braun. Did not think I would have Christian Braun in my top 7 highest selling cards on the Fanatics Collect weekly auction. My God, what is the world coming to? Jordan, and then Victor sneaks in as number 10 on our list. That's it, guys. That is the end of the auction recap. Stay tuned for some great content. I got another amazing collector spotlight coming up with an incredible guest on the Cajun Cardboard channel. I am pleased to announce, no jokes, please. Well, actually, jokes in the comments. I am getting a colonoscopy on Wednesday, so I'm going to have to pre-record some content for you because I don't think Wednesday morning I am going to be in the mood to hit record and record a video. I am 50 years old. Guys, you do not have much great stuff to look forward to at age 50. It's when you got to go get your body tested for everything. Even though I look like Achilles, right? Even though I look like a Greek god, I got to get my colon checked, just like everybody else. So I'm probably late on that. I probably should have done this years ago, but I don't think I'm going to be in the podcasting or video recording mood Wednesday morning. Let's just put it that way. So I will be disappearing for a bit from work, but I'm going to have some pre-recorded videos because you guys know you're going to get 5, 6, 7, 8 videos a week on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the damn subscribe button. Do me a big favor. This costs you no money. Forward the link to my channel to one of your friends who is in the hobby and say, hey, I subscribe and watch this guy down in Louisiana. He screams, he talks really fast, but he's got some good stuff. And damn it, he's the most consistent content creator in the world. Go check him out and subscribe to it. If you could forward my link to my channel on to maybe just like 500 people that you know, I'd truly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic week in the hobby. Notwithstanding what's going to be happening to my hindquarters on Wednesday, I plan to have a great week in the hobby this week. Maybe not so much out of the hobby, but in the hobby, it's going to be a great week. Thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.